So in this video, we are going to understand what is an asset class. Okay. So when we talk about asset class, as you can see on the screen right away, it is a classification used to group fixed assets with similar accounting and business characteristics. So certain kind of fixed assets you are trying to group together, wherein the accounting practices are the same, the business characteristics are the same. So let's, for example, let's say building. Let's for saying building is an asset class. Okay, so let's say building is an asset class, then vehicle is an asset class, machinery is an asset class. So different types of asset class can be created. Okay, so basically asset class helps you to, in a business context, it helps you to control how the assets are created, how they are posted, how they are reported. Okay, so from all these perspectives, you are grouping similar kind of assets and are creating an asset class for those assets. Okay, but to create an asset class, okay, but to create an asset class, there are certain things which an asset class already contains. What it contains, number one thing, asset class is always at the client level. Okay, asset class is at the client level. So when you talk about asset class, it's at client level and not at the company code level. But what does asset class basically contain? So when you see asset class contains account determination, screen layout, number ranges, depreciation areas, and so on. So every asset class has these things. Okay, so that means if you have an asset class, then you need to first of all have the account determination key. You need to also have the screen layout rules, number ranges, depreciation area parameters, and so on. All these things needs will configure an asset class. So before creating an asset class in system, you need to configure these things. You need to configure account determination key. You need to configure screen layout rule, number ranges, and all this stuff. At least the first three we will do it first, so that an asset class can be configured. So once an asset class is configured, you will see these things aligned to the asset class. Okay. So that means first let's create this thing, and then the asset class will be created. Okay, and when the asset class will be created, these things, that is determination key, screen layout rule, number ranges, depreciation area parameters, will form part of the asset class. Okay, now what is account determination key? To create an asset class, let's first go and specify the account determination key. So account determination key is basically, it helps you to link the asset class to GL accounts. Okay. Now, asset accounting is also, I will say, just like vendors and customers, these are reconciliation accounts. So, asset is also a reconciliation account. Okay. Automatic postings do happen in assets as well. Okay. When you purchase an asset, when the depreciation is carried out, automatic postings happen. Okay. So, every asset class need an account determination key so that system can recognize these account determination key. These account determination key need to be linked to the GL accounts. Okay, so asset class linked to account determination key linked to GL accounts, and then the entries can get posted. Okay, so let's proceed to this slide and see what is account determination. As I said, account determination is the link between an asset class and the GL accounts. Okay, so the asset class and the GL accounts used for posting APC values, depreciation, retirement, gain, and losses. So that means you will create an account determination key for different asset classes. Different account determination key will be created. That is, for each asset class, each account determination will be created, which will be linked to the GL account. Okay, and the GL account which will be used for posting the acquisition values, that is the APC values, the depreciations, retirements, gain or loss of the assets, and so on. Okay, so as you can see over here, asset class to account determination to GL accounts. Correct? This is the key mapping. Now, what is the best practice over here? The best practice over here is use one account determination per asset category. That means if we are creating an asset class for land, then we should have one account determination key for land, one for building, one for machinery, one for vehicles, and so on. Okay. So in our case, what we will do, let's say we have these different kinds of asset classes, that is land, building, machinery, furniture, vehicles, and AUC means asset under construction. That is, asset is not yet constructed, it is still under process. That will also be forming a part of asset class. Okay, that is also one of the asset classes. So for all these asset classes, that is land, building, machinery, furniture, vehicles, AUC, we will be creating different account determination keys which will be linked to GL accounts. So I have named this account determination key AVK. Now AVK basically is nothing but it is our company code name, AVK7. That's our company code name. So AVK10 for land, AVK 20 for building, AVK 30 for machinery, AVK 40 for furniture, AVK 50 for vehicles, AVK 60 for AUC. That is the asset under construction. And the name has been, and the account determination key has been described like this. Okay, the name. This is the key, and the name is land AVK, building AVK, machinery AVK, and so on. So this is the account determination key, which we need to first of all create an asset class. So you can see the path over here. It is SPRO, financial accounting, asset accounting, organizational structures, asset classes, and specify account determination. As I said earlier, this forms a part of the asset class. To create an asset class, you need to first of all create a specify account determination. So you here you can see Once you create the asset class, so within the asset class, first of all, you need to create specify account determination. So let's directly go on to SAP and do that. Okay. So here we are into SAP. In SAP, first of all, where you need to go to SPRO. Within SPRO, go to SAP reference IMG. Within SAP reference, within SAP reference IMG, go to financial accounting. Within financial accounting, go to asset accounting. In asset accounting, the organizational structure. In organizational structure, you see asset classes. Okay, so financial accounting, asset accounting, within asset accounting, you have the organization structure of the asset accounting wherein you can see the asset classes. If you go within the asset classes, the very first step is specify account determination. So the first three things which you need to do, you need to have the specify the account determination, then you need to define the screen layout rules, number ranges, and then the asset class will be defined. So very first thing, specify account determination. Click on this. This is just the key. As I said, this is just the key. Okay. So what you can do, you can directly create new entries and you can create a key. So I can go to new entries and I can, just go to my presentation and what it is AVK10 for land, okay, AVK20 for building. So just like I can do that. So I will go and I will write AVK10, okay, account determination name is land AVK. Then I will go for AVK20, okay, and the account determination is building. Then AVK30, account determination is machinery, AVK40. You need to type it. Huh? From in my case, you can see automatically appearing over here because I practiced once. So you need to type it. AVK50, and you have the so land building machinery. We did furniture. Okay, we missed furniture. AVK40 is basically furniture. So here we will put furniture. Okay, we will put furniture AVK. Okay, and then the account determination key for vehicles is AVK50. So I will put vehicles AVK and then I will put AVK60, that is for asset under construction. Okay, so you can see what we mentioned in the presentation. This is what we are going to create: land, building, machinery, furniture, vehicles, AUC. These six account determination keys and all those six account determinations are created over here. Just click on save. Okay, it is asked for a TR, just save it. So you have seen the account determination key is created. What will this account determination key do? As I told you, this account determination key is linked to GL accounts. Okay, that is linked to the asset classes. So that helps you to post the depreciation, acquisition, depreciation, retirement of the assets. Okay, so the account determination key is created. Okay, so now once that has been done, next is create screen layout rules. Now, what is screen layout rules? Let's go and check. Now, in this case, you can see screen layout rules. Now, what is screen layout rules does? So you can see over here, again, it forms a part of the asset classes. Okay, screen layout rules forms part of the asset classes, screen layout rule. Now, if you have at any point in time gone through the general ledger concept of or any GL which you create, so every GL has a layout rule. Okay, so there are certain fields which are required, certain fields which are optional, certain fields suppress, certain field display. So let me just give you an example of a journal entry. When you pass a journal entry in SAP, and you do not want that the currency field should a person should be able to change the currency field. The currency field should always remain INR. It should be filled always with INR. So you can suppress that field, or it's not suppress, but you can display that field. That it is still visible but not editable. So you are not going to edit the field. INR is displayed whenever you are making any journal entry, whenever you are entering any invoice into the system. INR comes by default over there. You cannot change it. So that is the display option. You need to select the display option for that. So that is a screen layout rule of that particular for that particular GL for that particular field status. Now, in this case, just like for respective GLs, we also need to have screen layout rules for assets for depreciation area. So for when you have an asset master, there might be certain fields which should be either required. They might because otherwise you cannot create the asset. So those are required fields. There might be certain fields which are optional. There might be certain fields which are suppressed. You do not want to see that. And there might be certain fields which are just display, which will automatically come. Nobody can change it. So these are the screen layout options which are available, field status options which are available, required optional suppress and display. Okay, that might be for asset masters, that might be for depreciation key. So even for asset classes, when we talk about asset classes, so we need to create the screen layout rules. Now, right now, what we are going to do, we are again, just like we created the keys of account determination, we will create just the keys for the screen layout rules. We are not going to select the screen layout rules right now, required optional suppress display. We are not going to select this. We are just going to create the keys. Later on, for every key, for every asset class, we will create the or we will define the screen layout rules, that is required optional suppress display. Right now, we are just going to create the rules. We are not going to use the field status option. Okay. So for that, you can see in this slide, you have within the asset classes create the screen layout rules. So the screen layout rule number I have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for all the different asset classes, and the name of the screen layout has also been given. This is just the keys we are creating basically, and then we will be using these keys at a later stage to define the field status for the screen layout rules. That is whether this is required, what fields are required within the land, what fields are required within building, what is suppressed, what field should be display, what field should be optional, and so on. So let's go on to SAP and directly go to SPRO, financial accounting, asset accounting, organizational structure, asset classes, and create the screen layout rules. That is the keys for the screen layout. Okay. So I will go on to SAP. The first step we completed just now, specify account determination. Now we will go to create the screen layout rules. So I'm going to screen layout rules. Okay. Once I go to screen layout rules, I can create my own screen layout rules. I can do that. Or if you want, you can also copy. So this is building. I will go and copy this. Okay. And I will mention the screen layout rule as one. And in my case, it is land AVK. Okay. Let us just go back and once again do this. So let's see. Here we have for land. Okay. So we can use this for land, or we can use the same one. Whatever you want to use, you can use that and create a screen layout rule over here. Okay. Or if you want, let's just begin once again. Let's go to this one only. Let's say I went to buildings. I just copy this and I will create my own screen layout rule. I will create one. And what is there mentioned in our presentation? One is for land AVK. So I will go and write over here land AVK. Okay. And I will copy this. So one is created. Then for what the next I need it for, let's say what is the present building AVK. Okay. So I will again click on this, or I can click on this as well. I will copy this and I will mention it as 2, and that is building AVK. Click on enter. So once this is created, the third one is for machinery. Okay. So I can again go and I can just take this one. I will copy this one and I will also create it the screen layout route number 3. That is machinery AVK. Machinery AVK. Click on enter. Again, click this, copy this. The fourth one is what? I suppose that was for furniture. Yes, we have the furniture AVK. So I will just copy this. Once again, I will write furniture AVK. Enter. Now again, I will select this. I will copy this. And I will create the fifth screen layout rule, that is for vehicles. Okay. Vehicles AVK. Click on enter. And the sixth screen layout rule, that is for AUC, asset under construction. So I will click on this and I will write over here AUC AVK and click on enter. Okay, and then I will click on save. So I've created 6 screen layout rules. If you want to see this, I will show you once again. Okay, so you can see over here. Let me come down, or I will show you all the screen layout rules. Let me scroll up a bit and you can see all our whatever we created right now are present over here. That is one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, all are present. So that has been created. We have clicked on save and let us now go back. And I will go back the second thing also we have done, we have created the screen layout rules as well. The third is define number range interval. Okay, I will go back and I will show you what number ranges we are going to create. So again, as of now, 6 account determination keys, 6 screen layout rules for different asset classes. In the similar manner, 6 number ranges we will also going to maintain. Okay, again, the number ranges which will help you to assign the document number range. When we talk about assigning the documents number ranges, so we will need to create these number ranges so that the documents can be created when the documents get posted. Okay, so these number ranges you can see: financial accounting, asset accounting, Organization structure, again within the asset classes we use. Okay, I need to change this. This is not create screen layout rules. This is create or define the number ranges. Okay, so I can put this as, let's say, define number ranges. Let me change this, save it, and I will define the number range. Okay, so let me just go back to SAP, and you can see within the asset classes, the first step was done specify account determination, second step was done create screen layout rules, the third step define the number range interval. So I will go to this. What's my company code? AVK7. Click on enter. Then go to this interval, and here you can create a number range intervals. Number one. Okay. Okay. Then click on this, or if you want, you can just click on the plus icon. The plus icon will help you to enter more. I will do this now. Okay. This number ranges, whenever you create, you need to align with the business that these are the number ranges which we are going to create. Okay. Depending upon the requirement, business might ask you to change the number ranges. Fine. So for six different asset classes, we are creating different number ranges. Okay. Now two more. Let's go get two more. Okay. And then the last one as well. Great. So we have created these number ranges. You can see in the presentation, all these are the number ranges which we have created right now. Okay. So the number ranges are also created, and let me just click on save. Okay. Just click on the check mark. Okay. Now one more important thing. Just remember, whenever you create these number ranges, so you need to create separately in development system and quality system as well as in production system. Might be they might not require in development system, then at least in the quality and production system they should be created, because you cannot transport the number ranges. Number ranges are not transportable. You cannot transport it through TRs, and hence there is no TRs when you click on this save option. So for number ranges, this also comes in the cutover activity. Okay, whether it is quality, whether it is production, you need to go and create number ranges separately. Now how you will create it in production, if that is the question, then in that case you need to obtain a FFID, firefighter ID access from the business. Once that is allotted to you, then you can go and create the number ranges. Otherwise you cannot enter the production and you cannot do it. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So we have also created the number ranges. Now what next? Okay, so we created the number ranges as well. What we did as of now, we will just go over here. Okay, this was the asset class. We created the account determination key. We created the screen layout rule by we defined the number range as well. The next step is to define the asset classes. Okay, and that we will see it in our next video. You can also see it in SAP. Where is SAP? I lost it, I suppose. Here it is. So if I go back into SAP, you can see over here in the asset classes, you have the specify account determination, screen, create the screen layout rules, define the number range interval, and the fourth is define the asset classes, which we will do it in our next video. Thank you.